Hey everyone, it's Wade France, and I'm here with another sneak peek for the upcoming episode of Created in the Image of God, which will air on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central. I have in the studio with me a person whom I've just met, Mary DeMuth, after trying to schedule multiple times and then me not showing up. But finally we got it together. Here she is. And I just learned that she's not just written the book that I was interested in, but over 50 books. And she's dedicated her life really to the idea of restorying. Mary, welcome to the studio.
It is great to be here, and I am so excited to have a good conversation with you about the idea of story and where our stories are going.
Well, we talked a little bit about trauma because that was one of your books, and when you first said that, I almost thought it was a mispronunciation of restoring, but there's probably a kind of restoration that happens through the restoring process. So unpack that for us a little bit. What do you mean when you say restoring?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, but I've just seen it in my own life where I was living under a different story. And for a long time, my story was I am a victim and I have been harmed. And God has been gracious to me to walk me through a long period of healing. And I have a new story. And now it's been such a joy to be able to empathize and enter into other people's stories and help them experience a re-story as well.
Well, and I've spent my whole life studying the stories of the Bible, and it seems like, they're all like that, right? The whole story of Israel coming out of Egypt and having to leave it all behind and not being slaves, but being conquerors, and not in the Egyptian sense of conquering either, right? So it seems like all the stories of the Bible have that element. How do you apply that in your interactions with people?
Well, I certainly just, I hope that I am really curious. And I think curiosity is a huge trait of love. And being able just to ask a lot of questions and help people at first just articulate their story. Because I often tell audiences that an untold story never heals. We need to let it out. And so that's actually the first step, is just to be very curious, to practice holy curiosity, and to ask lots of questions.
Wonderful. So I'm going to throw in a third bonus question here. We don't normally do this in the sneak peek. So do you consider yourself a seeker still?
Yeah, I think I'm constantly a seeker, because I think that's the secret of growth, is when we are seeking, it's a constant act. It's like a dripping faucet. You just keep doing it, keep seeking. And I think the older that we get and the more we grow, the less certain we are, and the more we're capable as mature people to be able to carry nuance. Whereas when we're younger, we tend to think more in black and white, and we don't know how to carry nuance very well.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have a whole hour to unpack that nuance, to get into the complexity, and also understand and discover all of the aspects that Mary has been putting into her more than 50 books. So you're not going to want to miss this coming Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, for Created in the Image of God with Mary DeMuth. We'll see you there.